How's it going, guys? LiemLeMusic here. From this new video, you can see that I'm going to start a new series called Free VST Tone Tutorials, where I'm going to replicate some of my favorite artists and bands' guitar tones only using free VSTs. And why not start off the first episode with Machine Head's Burn My Eyes, since Burn My Eyes' 26th anniversary is coming up at August 9th, 2020. Why not do this episode in celebration for Burn My Eyes' 26th anniversary? So, here we go. So here is some 4-track DIs of me playing a little bit of Machine Head's cover of Alan's on Fire. So this is without all of the VSTs we're going to be using. For VSTs, we're going to only use 4 of them. The TAC E808, the TAC X50, the Ignite TPA, and the Lancaster Pulse. The TAC 808 is a Tube Screamer 808 based overdrive made by TAC. It is free to download on the website. The TAC X50 version 1.0 is also free. That's what we're going to be using for 5150. The Ignite TPA is going to do a power amp boost, as I can say. And Lancaster Pulse is there so we can load up greenback IRs. Speaking of greenback IRs, we're going to be using 2 free packs of greenback IRs. One is the Red Wires Martian 1960A G12M25 greenbacks IR pack. And the other one is the Overdrive.FR E1x12 G12H 55 greenbacks IRs. And we're just going to blend those 2 together for all these 4 tracks. So yeah. Let's hear how all these effects sound right now. So I can say pretty stellar results right now. It kind of sounds similar to Burn My Eyes, in my opinion, but it's not exactly Burn My Eyes. It has a raw, it has that crunch, it has that sizzling high end, it sounds smoothed out too. That's because I'm using post EQ. I'm just doing a 300 Hz low shelf at -3 dBs, bandwidth at 1, and I'm doing a band cut on 4.5 kHz, -3 dBs on bandwidth at 1. And I'm also using Re-XComp to compress down on low frequencies just for palm mutes, and Loud Max to prevent clipping. Alright, so let's move on to the settings that I've been using. For left and right, I've been using, all 4 guitars for TAC 808. Drive at 0, volume at max, and tone at 11 o'clock, stereos off, and quality's on low, just for CPU usage. Now for TAC X50 for left and rights, I'm actually giving some more mids than 75 left, 75 right, and I'm giving more post gain master volume to it too. Just so I found out a little trick that I can, if I push up and crank up the master volume, it's like smoothing it out. So that's what got me the smoothing for the Burn My Eyes tone. So yeah, I'm following the settings I've seen online. So pre-gain is at 1 o'clock, crunch is on, lows at noon, mids are at, I guess I can say, 8 o'clock, highs are at 1:30 o'clock, post-gain is at 3 o'clock, low end is at 11 o'clock, it was supposed to be at 1 o'clock, but don't want that farting low end, just saying. Gotta do it for the bass guitar. And presence is at 11 o'clock. I'm also cranking up the input to max, and I'm using the Power Tubes 606 for both left and right. Alright, now for TPA, what I'm doing, I'm also lowering the depth down as well. Same presence as TAC X50, volumes down on 11 o'clock, bias is all the way up to hot, sagged down, feedback's up, resonance is up, oversampling is at ×2, tubes are 606, and volumes just at noon for both left and right. Now for 75 left and 75 right, I'm actually doing the exact settings on Ola's Burn My Eyes tone. So mids are down at 7 o'clock, not exact settings. The low end and presence are at low end is at 10 o'clock, and presence is up at 2 o'clock. Post gain is up at noon. Inputs cranked to the max, and I'm using EO34 tubes for both of those tracks. For TPA, I'm using the KT88s. Same bias, same sag, same feedback resonance, same output, same volume. I'm cranking down the depth though, and I'm giving the same presence as the 75 left, 75 right TACX50s. And yeah, just to prevent all that low end fart, just for bass guitar. We want that bass guitar to roar in the mix. So yeah. Now for the impulse responses. For left and right, I'm actually using the 1960 G12M25 SM57 cap 0-inch impulse response, blended with the ODE 1.12 G12H55 SM57 P09 20, which means position 9, and I'm doing a 50% right balance to the G12H55 impulse. So on both tracks, of course. Yeah. For the 75 left, 75 right tracks, I'm using the cone 0-inch paired with the position 5 impulse response, and it's just giving me a sizzling cone sound, you know, for 75 left, 75 right. While left and right are giving me a more smoother, I think maybe a little mid-range kind of sound, but yeah. So all of that. That's all that's broken down. Of course, I'm using my mastering effects to Exciter, Stereo Enhancer, Re-EQ, TDR Deconkov, Master Limiter. Because that's just what I do. It is what it is. So yeah, that's all the breakdown for my Burn My Eyes tone. Expect to hear that on my Davidian recover, where I'm going to recover Machine Head Davidian for Burn My Eyes' 26th anniversary. So yeah, this has been LiemLeMusic, and I am signing out.